My name is BryanKing. I was born in Mebane, North Carolina. I've been here my whole entire life. I'm married. I got a beautiful wife, and I got a wonderful kid. He's 9 years old. I'm a district manager for AutoZone. I'm in charge of approximately 320 people. I'm responsible for 12 different locations. It's a hectic days. Days are long. They're tough sometimes. I encounter a lot of different people each day. So growing up, I was fortunate. I had some great parents, and we've always been in church. And I've been to several different churches. I got to see several different things, and for me, I got to a point in my life when I got older that I felt like I didn't need church. It didn't need to be a part of my life. And I remember getting sick. I got strep throat, and the doctor says, "You're staying home." I said, "No, I'm not." And I said, "It's either that or you're staying in the hospital." So I said, "Okay, I'm staying home." So I remember laying there on the couch, and I'm watching movies. I'm just trying to relax. And I remember watching Facing the Giants, and then next thing I know, there's another subtitle that says, "Hey, try this. It's Flywheel." And it was a low-budget film. It was a $20,000 film, but it's made by the same people. And I remember watching that video, and after the video was over, I remember, getting down on my knees and I'm crying, and there's a part of me that changed in that moment, and it was hit me like a ton of bricks. I need to get back in church. I need to get back closer to God. I need to pursue that because something was missing in my life, and that was God. I'd run from Him, honestly. And I remember Veronica coming home from work, and she's like, "What's wrong?" I said, "Nothing's wrong." I said, we got to get back in church. And we had been in church. It was one of those months where it felt like we didn't need to be there no more. And I said, "We got to get back in church." And she said, "Okay, where are we going?" I said, I don't know. I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere. So I remember that night I was talking to my sister, Kathy, and she said, "You should try Trailhead Church." And I said, "I don't know. We'll see. And so the days that follow, I'm got a long drive for work. Most of the time I'm driving an hour between stores here and there. And I remember getting online and watching on YouTube, something as simple as YouTube, and I said, "Let's see what Trailhead Church is about." And sure enough, I pulled up and Josh is preaching, then I listened to Jeff, and then I listened to Adam. It's all these videos that made an impact in me. And I said, "You know what, we're going." So that Sunday, I remember we go and we get there, and it was awesome. It was one of the best services I've ever had. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I feel like this is the place for me, and I'm sold. And I remember leaving there, and I asked my wife, Veronica, I was like, "What do you think?" She says, "I don't know. We'll see." I said, "Okay, you got to give it a second try. So she did. We go back to second service, and again, for me, I'm smiling from ear to ear. I'm getting fed. It's getting me back grounded. It's building my spirit back. It's building my life back. It's getting me closer to God. And I remember leaving there that Sunday, and it was just me and Veronica that day, and we went through a drive-thru. I can't remember where it was at, but we go through the drive-thru, and as we're pulling through the drive-thru to take the order, I look over and she's crying. And it's one of those points in your life where you know that things are right. And from then, it changed my whole family. It changed my attitude, who I am as an individual, the way I carry myself, the way I represent myself, the way I talk to others, the way I talk to my wife, to my kid. For me, it made a huge impact in my life. And it all started with somebody inviting me to church. I didn't know where I was going to go. I just knew that I had to get back to God. And for me, it's being in a like-minded people where they want to show the love of God. They want to see you grow. They want to see you develop. They want to see you stay grounded in church. Tom, Hillary, it's everybody. It's Jason, all these people that you meet and you talk to, and it's not one individually, it's a church collectively together. It's a support system, and for me, before I didn't really I had a Bible, I knew what it was, but I didn't read it a lot. And in Trailhead, getting in the Bible and reading the Word of God, it really makes an impact in your life. It gets you closer to Him. And that's something that I'd never done before. It was all new for me. I just knew to go to church, and it was checked off my box. And it's not that way for me. I look forward to Sundays. It's one of those things. It's the best day of the week for me. It just is. Isaiah, my son, he's teaching him to mow. I got a 0 turn. He does good. He mows the backyard and the backyard only. But he's mowing, and I'm sitting there watching him, and he gets through and cuts off the mower, and he says, "They were right, Dad." I was like, "Who was right?" And he says, "I can worship God anywhere." And I'm like, that's awesome. That's what it's about. So I don't know. For me, it's really It's changed my life, man. It really has. If you're first coming to church for the first time in a while, you look inside yourself, open up your heart, and allow yourself to be loved. You got a lot of people in Trailhead that just want to love on you. They want to see you grow. Open up your heart.